Welcome back to my channel Pocket Change Coins. If you're into finding hidden gems in your spare change, you're in the right place. Today, we'll show you how some everyday coins could be worth a lot more than you think. Don't miss out, stick around. New here? Like, subscribe, and let's get started. We're going to shine the spotlight on a coin that may look small but packs a big punch in terms of value, the U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1964 with the D mint mark. While this may seem like just another nickel from the mid-20th century, this coin has an interesting history and could be worth a lot of money, especially if it's in the right condition. Stick with us as we dive into what makes this coin so special and explore why it could be worth more than $100,000. First, let's get to know the 1964 D Liberty nickel a bit better. The Liberty 5-cent coin, better known as the nickel, was first introduced in 1866. However, by 1964, the coin had undergone several design changes. The coin we're talking about today features a profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, which has graced the obverse of the nickel since 1938. The design, created by artist Felix Schlag, portrays Jefferson in a way that represents the nation's respect for its founding father. On the reverse, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia, which has been featured on the back of the coin since its introduction. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The 1964 D Liberty nickel, minted at the Denver Mint, is one of those seemingly ordinary coins that could be hiding something extraordinary. Although millions of these coins were struck in 1964, there's a lot more to this piece than meets the eye. You see, while the 1964 D nickel wasn't a rare coin when it was first released, it has become increasingly valuable over time due to the rarity of well-preserved examples. So what makes this coin stand out, and why is it worth so much today? The key to understanding the value of the 1964 D Liberty nickel lies in its condition. Like many coins from the 20th century, these nickels were heavily circulated. In fact, many of them were used for decades in everyday transactions, which means they saw a lot of wear and tear. Finding a 1964 D nickel in pristine, uncirculated condition is quite rare, and that's what makes this particular coin so valuable. Coins that have been stored carefully and maintained in mint condition are always more desirable to collectors. If you come across a 1964 D Liberty nickel that shows no signs of wear, no scratches, and no discoloration, then you're holding on to something special. Even small details can make a huge difference in a coin's value. Coins that have been graded as MS-65 or higher by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC are considered to be in mint state, and they can fetch significantly higher prices in the market. The better the condition, the more collectors are willing to pay, but that's not all. There's another factor that could make the 1964 D Liberty nickel even more valuable: minting errors. Sometimes, during the minting process, coins are struck with flaws, such as double strikes, die cracks, or off-center strikes. These imperfections can make a coin unique, and error coins are highly sought after by collectors. If you happen to have a 1964 D Liberty nickel with one of these errors, it could be worth far more than a standard, error-free coin. Minting errors are considered rare, and finding a coin with such a flaw is like striking gold for collectors. So, how much could this seemingly ordinary coin be worth? The answer depends on its condition, any potential minting errors, and how rare it is in comparison to other coins from the same year. Most 1964 D Liberty nickels can be found for just a few dollars, especially if they show signs of wear or have been circulated. However, if you have a 1964 D Liberty nickel that's been well preserved or has a unique minting error, you could be sitting on a real treasure. In fact, a 1964 D Liberty nickel in excellent, uncirculated condition can fetch a staggering $121,000. That's right, $121,000. A single coin. So, if you happen to have a 1964 D nickel in your collection, or if you come across one in your pocket change, it's definitely worth taking a closer look. With the right condition and, potentially, a minting error, you could have a coin that is worth far more than you ever imagined. The 1964 D Liberty nickel is an excellent example of how the value of a coin can change over time. What was once a common coin used for everyday transactions has become a sought-after rarity in the world of coin collecting. And as with many rare coins, the key is finding one that has been preserved in pristine condition. If you've got a 1964 D Liberty nickel that's been well maintained, or even better, one with a minting error, you could be holding onto a piece of history that's worth a small fortune. Second rare coin, we're going to take an exciting journey into the world of the U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1975. This coin, once a simple piece of currency, now holds immense value in the collecting world. So, let's uncover its fascinating story and find out what makes this coin so special, and just how much it could be worth today. The U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1975 is part of the iconic Jefferson nickel series, a coin that has graced the pockets of Americans for generations. For those who are familiar with U.S. coinage, the Liberty nickel, or Jefferson nickel, was first minted in 1938 and has been in circulation for many decades. But in 1975, something remarkable happened. A specific version of the 1975 Jefferson nickel, commonly known as the 1975 D variety, was struck in the Denver Mint, and it has since become one of the most sought-after coins by collectors around the world. You might be wondering, what makes the 1975 D coin so valuable? After all, it was a coin in regular circulation at the time. The answer lies in a rare mistake that occurred during its minting process. Coins from the 1975 batch were produced in large quantities, and while most of them are relatively common, a select few came off the press with a mistake that made them stand out from the rest. This error, which involved a subtle misalignment during the striking of the coin, made the 1975 D Jefferson nickel a collector's dream. Before we dive deeper into this fascinating error, let's take a moment to appreciate the design of this coin. The obverse side, or front, of the coin features the famous portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. This portrait was designed by artist Felix Schlag and has become one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. The reverse side of the coin showcases Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, symbolizing his legacy and his deep connection to the nation's founding. Now, let's get back to what truly sets this coin apart: the error. The 1975 D coin had a unique flaw that has made it highly desirable in the world of numismatics. The error in question is an unusual doubling of the date on the coin. This phenomenon, known as a die clash or minting error, occurred when the coin was struck with a damaged die. As a result, the date, 1975, appears twice on the coin, albeit slightly offset, giving it an almost ghost-like appearance. Collectors and enthusiasts are always on the lookout for coins with these types of errors, as they're considered rare and valuable. The 1975 D Liberty nickel is no exception. While the error might seem minor to the untrained eye, it's the kind of flaw that makes the coin stand out in a collection. And because of the rarity of this error, coins with this double-dated feature are worth significantly more than their face value. Another aspect that adds to the value of the 1975 D Liberty 5-cent coin is its condition. As with any collectible item, the better the condition, the higher the value. Most of the coins that were struck during this time have been in circulation for years, and many show signs of wear and tear. Finding a coin in excellent, uncirculated condition is a rare feat. Coins that are well preserved, free from scratches or damage, and retain their original shine are worth far more than coins that have seen heavy use. But what about those truly pristine specimens? Well, it's these rare, flawless pieces that fetch the highest prices in the market. A 1975 D Liberty nickel in mint condition, or one with a particularly obvious and well-defined error, could be the centerpiece of any coin collection. Now, you might be asking, what is the true value of this 1975 D Liberty nickel? Well, hold on to your seats, because the price might surprise you. When you have a coin that's not only a historical artifact but also features a rare minting error in exceptional condition, you're looking at a coin that can be worth a significant amount of money. Some of the highest value 1975 D Liberty nickels have been known to sell for incredible sums, and in the case of the best specimens, we're talking about $94,000. That's right, $94,000 for a single 1975D Liberty nickel in top condition. It's hard to believe, but this is the kind of value that collectors are willing to pay for a coin that holds such historical and unique appeal. If you happen to have one of these error coins tucked away in your collection, you might want to take a closer look. You could be holding onto something that's worth a small fortune, so what should you do if you think you found a 1975D Liberty nickel in excellent condition or with a noticeable error? First, make sure to have it properly authenticated by a professional. Coin grading services can assess the coin's condition, verify the error, and determine its authenticity. Once you have a professional opinion, you'll know exactly how much your coin is worth and how to proceed with selling or preserving it. In conclusion, the 1975D Liberty 5-cent coin is much more than just a piece of currency. It's a historical artifact with an incredible backstory, a rare minting error, and significant value in today's collector market. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a newcomer to the world of coin collecting, the 1975D Liberty nickel is a must-know piece in the world of rare coins. So, next time you're browsing through your coin collection or going through a jar of loose change, keep an eye out for this particular coin. Who knows? You might just have a piece of American history that could turn out to be worth $94,000. Third expensive coin, we've got an exciting discovery for all of you who are passionate about rare coins. If you've ever wondered about the hidden treasures that could be sitting in your collection, you're in for a treat. We're diving into the fascinating world of the U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1985, also known as the 1985D Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin from the mid-1980s might just be the ticket to a small fortune. But what makes this coin stand out? Well, stick around to find out just how valuable this little nickel could be. The 1985D Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series, which has been in circulation since 1938. This specific coin, struck at the Denver Mint in 1985, features the well-known design that has graced many American coins. On the front side, you'll find a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. The reverse side displays an image of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which symbolizes the legacy he left behind. At first glance, you might think that the 1985D Jefferson nickel is just another regular coin from the 1980s. After all, it was minted in large quantities and circulated widely. But there's more to this coin than meets the eye. While most of the 1985D nickels are not worth more than their face value, some of them have something unique that makes them highly desirable to collectors, a rare and unusual minting error. Coin errors are a fascinating part of numismatics, and they're what make some coins incredibly valuable. In the case of the 1985D Jefferson nickel, the error that elevates its worth is related to a subtle but noticeable flaw that occurred during the minting process. This flaw, a double die error, occurred when the coin's die, a tool used to strike the design into the metal, was improperly aligned. This misalignment caused the image on the coin to appear slightly doubled, creating a unique version of the 1985D Jefferson nickel that stands out from the rest. You might be asking yourself, what's the big deal about a double die error? Well, coin collectors go wild for errors like this. A double die occurs when the coin is struck multiple times by the same die, but with a slight misalignment between the strikes. This causes the design to appear more than once, often with a blurry or offset look. In the case of the 1985D Jefferson nickel, this doubling can be seen most clearly on the date, the word Liberty, and the mint mark D itself. The doubling effect on the coin can vary in intensity, with some coins having a subtle doubling that's barely noticeable, while others have a more pronounced version that is easy to spot with the naked eye. The more obvious the error, the higher the value of the coin. In fact, some coins with this error have become highly sought after by collectors, who are always on the lookout for rare and unique pieces. But, as with any rare coin, the condition of the 1985D Liberty nickel plays a crucial role in its value. Coins that are worn, scratched, or tarnished won't fetch as much as coins that are in pristine, uncirculated condition. The more well-preserved the coin is, the higher its potential value. A coin that has been carefully kept and stored in a way that prevents it from bein damaged or heavily circulated can sometimes be worth significantly more than you might expect. The 1985 Jefferson nickel is especially valuable when it's in uncirculated or near mint condition, and has the double die error clearly visible. Collectors pay a premium for these high-quality coins, and the market for them is competitive, with demand driving up prices for particularly rare or well-preserved examples. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Just how much can a 1985 Jefferson nickel with the double die error be worth? Well, if you have one of these rare nickels in excellent condition, the value can be quite high. Some of these coins have been sold for substantial amounts at auctions, especially those with a strong, clear doubling effect and those in near-perfect condition. In fact, the value of a high-quality 1985 Jefferson nickel with a double die error can reach an impressive $50,000, yes, that's right, $50,000 for a single coin. It might be hard to believe, but coins with such rare errors can fetch incredible prices. It's a reminder that what may seem like a small, everyday coin could actually hold enormous value for the right collector. So, if you've come across a 1985 Jefferson nickel in your collection or while coin hunting, it's worth taking a closer look. Carefully inspect the date, the word Liberty, and the mint mark D for any signs of doubling. If you spot a clear error, you might just have a valuable coin on your hands. Before you get too excited, though, remember that not all 1985 Jefferson nickels with a double die error are created equal. The coin's condition, the intensity of the doubling, and the overall appeal to collectors will all factor into its ultimate value. Be sure to have it authenticated by a professional coin grading service to determine its true worth. In conclusion, the 1985 Liberty 5-cent coin is a perfect example of how a simple mistake at the mint can create a coin with incredible value. With its historical significance, iconic design, and rare minting error, this coin is a prized possession for many collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting out, the 1985 Jefferson nickel is definitely a coin worth keeping an eye out for. So, next time you come across a handful of nickels, take a closer look. Your small, everyday coin could be worth $50,000. Now, we're about to take a deep dive into a coin that's often overlooked, but could be worth a lot more than you think. We're talking about the U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1990, specifically the 1990 Jefferson nickel. It may seem like just another nickel from the late 20th century, but there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stick with us as we explore its history, design, rarity, and, most importantly, the incredible value it holds in the world of coin collecting. Let's start by talking about the Jefferson nickel itself. This series of coins has been a staple of American currency since 1938, featuring the profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse side. The reverse side showcases Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, which serves as a reminder of his legacy and his contributions to the formation of the nation. This coin has a long and storied history, but what makes the 1990 Jefferson nickel so special? It's all about the unique minting errors that occurred during its production. The 1990 Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and like many coins from this era, it was produced in high numbers. However, not all of them were created perfectly. In fact, certain 1990 nickels feature a rare error that makes them incredibly valuable in the eyes of collectors. This error is what has made this coin so sought after. The error in question is a double die or die clash error. Essentially, during the minting process, the dies used to strike the coin were misaligned or damaged. This misalignment resulted in the coin being struck with a faint doubling effect, causing parts of the design to appear more than once. This double die error can often be seen in the date, as well as in other parts of the coin's design, such as the word Liberty and even the mint mark P on some of these coins. This subtle, yet noticeable error has become a defining characteristic for collectors on the lookout for this particular 1990 nickel. But what's even more interesting is that the value of these error coins depends heavily on their condition. Like most rare coins, the better the condition, the more valuable it is. A coin that's been circulated heavily, showing signs of wear and tear, won't fetch as much as one that's been carefully preserved. Uncirculated or near-mint coins with the double die error are the most valuable, and those in the best possible condition can command staggering prices in the market. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the design of this coin. The obverse features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, which has remained largely unchanged since it was first introduced. This enduring image is one of the most recognizable in American coinage. The reverse side of the coin shows Monticello, a symbol of Jefferson's legacy and his contributions to the United States. The fact that the design hasn't changed much over the years adds to the historical significance of the 1990p nickel. It's not just a piece of currency, it's a part of America's story, but why should collectors care about a small error on a coin that was minted in the 1990s? The answer lies in the rarity of these errors and the collector's desire for something unique. While a majority of the 1990p Jefferson nickels were struck correctly, only a small percentage featured the double die error. Because of this rarity, those coins with the mistake are worth far more than their face value. What may have started as a simple oversight at the Philadelphia Mint has transformed into a highly desirable piece of numismatic history. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much can a 1990p Jefferson nickel with this error be worth? If you happen to have one of these coins in your collection, or if you've stumbled across one in a jar of old change, you could be holding on to something quite valuable. Depending on its condition, this rare error coin can be worth a surprising amount of money. High-grade examples, those that show little to no signs of wear, can be worth tens of thousands of dollars in the collector's market. Some of the best examples of this coin have been known to fetch an impressive $40,000, that's right, $40,000 for a single 1990p Jefferson nickel. It's hard to believe, but it's true. These rare error coins, especially in top condition, are highly sought after by collectors, and their value has only risen over the years. If you're fortunate enough to have one of these coins in pristine condition, you might want to have it professionally graded to confirm its authenticity and value. Now, before you start searching through your coin jar for that hidden treasure, it's important to know that not all 1990p Jefferson nickels will be worth such an incredible amount of money. The key is in the error, the condition of the coin, and its appeal to collectors. If you think you've found one, the best course of action is to have it appraised by a professional coin grader. They'll be able to tell you if your coin has the double die error and help you determine its market value. In conclusion, the 1990p Jefferson nickel is far more than just a piece of everyday currency. Thanks to a rare minting error, this coin has become a prized possession for collectors all over the world. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1990p nickel is a coin worth keeping an eye out for. If you find one with a noticeable double die error in excellent condition, you could be holding onto a coin worth $40,000. Last unique coin, we're about to explore one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics, the U.S. Liberty 5-cent coin from 1974, also known as the 1974 Jefferson nickel. This coin may seem like just another everyday nickel, but trust me, there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. So, sit back, relax, and let's discover why this particular coin could be worth a small fortune. Now, the 1974 Jefferson nickel is part of the long-running Jefferson nickel series that has been in circulation since 1938. The design of the coin has remained relatively consistent over the years, with Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, appearing on the obverse. The reverse side of the coin features Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate, a symbol of his legacy and the enduring ideals of American freedom. But as you'll soon see, this particular year, 1974, holds a special place in the world of rare coins. You might be asking yourself, what makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel so special? After all, it was produced in large quantities and circulated widely. Well, the answer lies in a very rare and significant minting error that occurred with some of these coins. When most people think about valuable coins, they often think of ones with striking design features or limited mintage. However, In the case of the 1974 Jefferson nickel, it's the mistake that happened during its production that makes it so sought after. What was the error? It's a double die error, a term you'll likely hear a lot in the world of coin collecting. A double die error occurs when a coin is struck multiple times by a die, and the design appears more than once on the coin. This results in a noticeable doubling effect, often seen in the date or other parts of the design. In the case of the 1974 Jefferson nickel, this double die error affected the date, the word Liberty, and even Jefferson's portrait on the coin. The doubled design is subtle, but if you know what to look for, it's easy to spot. The error typically causes parts of the date to appear slightly offset or doubled, giving it a unique and distinctive look that sets it apart from the standard 1974 nickels. Now, let's talk about why this error makes the 1974 Jefferson nickel so valuable. Error coins are incredibly popular among collectors because they are one-of-a-kind pieces. They were never intended to be made that way, and their uniqueness is what makes them so desirable. The more noticeable the error and the better the coin's condition, the higher the value it can fetch. In fact, many collectors specifically seek out these types of errors because they add a level of rarity and intrigue to their collections. The value of any coin, including the 1974 Jefferson nickel, is heavily influenced by its condition. Coins that have been heavily circulated or damaged will have a much lower value than coins in near-perfect, uncirculated condition. For error coins like the 1974 Jefferson nickel, finding one in excellent condition is a rarity. If you happen to come across one of these nickels that's been well preserved and shows a clear double die error, you could be looking at a coin worth a significant amount of money. Another factor that plays a role in the value of the 1974 Jefferson nickel is the demand for such error coins. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for rare and unique pieces, and error coins like the 1974 double die nickels are highly coveted. Because there were only a small number of these errors produced, and many of them were circulated or damaged over time, finding one in pristine condition is a true discovery. This rarity and demand can drive the value of the coin up significantly. So, what's the bottom line? How much could a 1974 Jefferson nickel with this double die error be worth? If you have one of these coins in your collection, or if you happen to find one while sifting through old change, you may be sitting on a small fortune. A well-preserved 1974 Jefferson nickel with a clear double die error has been known to fetch prices in the range of tens of thousands of dollars. But some of the most pristine examples, those in uncirculated condition with the error clearly visible, can be worth an astounding $86,000. Yes, you heard that right, $86,000 for a single coin. While most people wouldn't give a second glance to a 1974 nickel, if it has the right error and is in excellent condition, it could be worth a life-changing amount of money. Of course, not every 1974 Jefferson nickel will be worth this much. The key is in the rarity of the error and the condition of the coin. If you think you have one of these rare error coins, the next step is to have it professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable coin grading service. They can help determine its authenticity, its grade, and its potential value on the market. In conclusion, the 1974 Jefferson nickel may seem like a simple piece of everyday currency, but thanks to a rare minting error, it has become a valuable treasure for collectors. The double die error on this coin makes it a highly sought-after item in the numismatic world, and depending on its condition, it could be worth a significant amount of money. If you have one of these rare coins in your collection or come across one in your coin hunting adventures, be sure to take a closer look. It might just be worth $86,000. Thanks for joining us on this exciting coin discovery. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future coin find. Happy collecting, and may you discover your own hidden treasure.